do Sex and Shah Rukh Khan still sell? And does Ekta Kapoor still know what India wants to watch on TV? So, Ananth, why don't you give us your perspective on that?
I'll hark back to the days of the 60s and the 70s when Hindi cinema used to have one underlying rule, that the formula should cater to every section of the country. So if you had the hero and the heroine doing their part, you had the comedian, probably a Mahmood Saab or someone else taking care of one section of the audience. You had the action master taking care of the Punjabi audience, and you had some other things, some regional things going. So unless you had all these ingredients in a Hindi film, the film would never be complete. So as Mr. Vikram was saying, today are we heading towards a micro segment, or are we heading towards something that is as general as a Hindi film was in the 60s and the 70s? I would say we've dispensed with the regular comedian, we've dispensed with the mandatory action, and we've dispensed with a lot of elements which used to be part of the formula in those decades. But at the same time, we still have films that are called Rowdy Rathod, Singham, etc., etc. You know what I'm getting at. So are we going back to those days, or are we helping the new generation or the new approach to cinema who are trying to make a breakthrough in the midst of the still thriving formula? What happened in the 70s was when a Shyam Benegal or a Govind Nailani or a Mrinal Sen or an Adur Gopal Krishnan, I'm talking of the wider Indian cinema, when they tried to make a breakthrough, they actually made world-beating cinema. Today, that micro section of the audience that is being targeted by our new generation of filmmakers is somehow not really hitting the hammer on the nail, because I feel that most of them are either inspired by Hollywood filmmakers, or they come up with half-baked subjects which do not in any way be as complete as a Ketan Mehta or a Shyam Benegal or a Govind Nailani actually did in those days. So somewhere we are falling between two stools. We are trying to cater to a larger mass of audience with one batch of formula films, hoping to God that the star will bring in the audience, never mind what happens in the film. And on the other hand, we have these breakthrough filmmakers trying to do their bit but not really getting there. So we are somewhere like a Trishanku hanging in midair these days.